Yes, hello. Welcome to the first online presentation from BEHNCKE for our expert customers. I'm very happy to present you today the company. We have a certain steps. I will show you the agenda. I start right away. My name is Angela Herman. I'm responsible for international sales at BEHNCKE. And I can greet some customers from Netherlands, from Greece, from Russia. So you see, this is only the parts I'm seeing. So you see we are international. And just one thing I want to know, I apologize that we have postponed 2 times because of, well, I'm not even want to say it, because of Corona. And one time we had another meeting or somebody else had a meeting. That's why we had to postpone. So we start right away. Let's start with the agenda of the day. We talk about a little bit about history of BEHNCKE. That's why I'm here today, because I really want that you know our company better. What is actually Aquavision? What is Aquavision? And then we go to our products, what we are fabricating here in Germany. Then I present you a package we have, our new digital interactive catalog, and your contact persons here at BEHNCKE. So yeah, our history. BEHNCKE has a very long history, 1945. Imagine, at that time, there was nobody talked about swimming pools. So BEHNCKE at the time did from steel, maybe you remember this car construction thing where for parking, where you went into the car, it went up and the next car came in. For example, this is something they were producing at that time. But 1970, Michael, he started with swimming pool equipment. He already did filters, heat exchangers, and swimming pool equipment. So Michael was the first one. It's over 50 years ago. We have a history of swimming pool equipment. Yeah, unfortunately, life sometimes goes different ways, as most of us maybe know. Yeah, he was very ill. So his daughter had to take over the company when she was very young. So imagine here you have a company when you're 23 years old and yeah, deal with it. So you can see here on the presentation, this is the lady in red, Stephanie. So she had to take over the company at that age. And nowadays she's responsible for human resource and for prices. And well, in front of her is her husband, Marcus, which you probably know. He's kind of like, let's say, the outside face of the company. He's responsible also with colleagues, of course, for marketing. And on his side is the sister of Stephanie, and she's responsible for customer service. So we have 3 bosses and 3rd generation. And yeah, this is what it has to come. Now I would like to show you a little video so you already have a little idea of what we are actually here doing in Germany.
Hello, I'm Angela Herman, responsible for international sales for BEHNCKE. Just coming from Barcelona, I want to show you what makes BEHNCKE so special for you. BEHNCKE ofrece el llamado Aquavision, es decir, el tratamiento de agua completo para todos los tipos de piscinas. Nos utilizamos de mejor materiales de acero inoxidable y en tintán del mercado. Aquí puede ver cómo se combinó la mano de obra con tecnología innovadora. Fabricamos productos que están diseñando en detalle, resistentes y duraderos. Nuestro slogan es siempre una idea adelante. Seguimos creando. Wir sind stolz auf unseren exzellenten Kundenservice und bieten unseren Partnern nur die hochwertigsten Produkte an. Nicht zu vergessen, wir machen auch Sonderanfertigungen und stellen uns auf Ihre persönlichen Bedürfnisse ein. Man sagt auch, wir fügen dem Pool etwas Glanz hinzu. BEHNCKE is a family-owned business in the 3rd generation. We educate young people to be experts in their profession. Many of them stay with us for a long time. We have loyal employees that live and love the BEHNCKE spirit.我履期生成基地只在我们德国中部的分部，有30多年的历史了。山顶严格执行德国DIN标准，我们每年整整6000多种公共设施和私人设备过滤器。BEHNCKE est le partenaire idéal pour votre piscine. La conception, la installation et la maintenance, nous sommes là pour vous. La rapidité, le service et les coûts sont importants pour nous. Je suis sûre que réellement, vous pouvez ressentir l'esprit d'équipe qui règne au sein de BEHNCKE. 不要再犹豫了，快快加入我们吧！ BEHNCKE Aquavision.
Yeah, here you had a short introduction of what is the state now. And now we have a little outview in the future, which is a very near future actually, because we have started this project already and it should be like this, as you can see, next year. So next year we're going to build, or we're going to have ready that new company, which is very close to where I am at the moment. It's about 10 minutes to drive from here. And yeah, they already started. And you can see on the bottom part, there will be a training center. And I want to mention right away here at this moment, please, if you wish to know more, you can always come to visit us and we do trainings. We offer a lot of trainings. We are not only selling products, we give also our knowledge with you so you can properly install and teach also your customers. And then on the next level, there will be offices, and on the top level, that will be maybe very nice part with lounge area, and actually you will see the mountainside, the Alps, when you look from that part. And then the rest of the company, there will be storage and of course production. And we're gonna have in front, we're gonna have also a pool where we can actually train and show all our products. So at the beginning, I already asked you, what is Aquavision? And yeah, Aquavision is a water treatment system we're offering. That means we are not only offer our parts, we offer all the parts what you need for running your pool, let's say, basically, very simply saying. That means we are offering heating, not only heat exchangers, but heat pumps, solar, electric heat exchangers. We're offering all the parts in the pool, drains, nozzles, bottoms, skimmers. We're offering lights. We're offering cleaners, and as you have seen, we have a production for filters. And here you can see the whole system. We call it Aquavision. So you don't need to search. If you're thinking, I buy this at BEHNCKE, but I need a little other part, it's really worth it to have a look in our catalog, because maybe you can find what you need. It's called BEHNCKE Aquavision, a whole water treatment system. Yeah, now we're already starting to come with what are we actually doing here in BEHNCKE, in our in-house productions. And first of all, I would like to introduce you a pyramid, which is our theory behind what we are doing. Because we really want to stand for sustainability. This is a word you hear all the time, but we really practice it and we start here with our products. And for us, the most important, 60% is filtration, flocculation, backwashing, and the hydraulics in the pool. If you have that part done correctly, you have already a quite clean pool. So there's no need to spend on freshwater. You do need to spend on maintenance. You do need to do something, but there's no need to spend so much money and effort and pollution on chemicals, and also is not very healthy. And who wants that anyway? Also, I want to stretch out maintenance. My colleague here in the company always says, like, I don't understand why people don't maintain their pool. Here, I'm in Germany today. I know they take so much care of their car. They go to the garage, they clean it all the time. So why don't you do it with a pool where you actually swim with your body in it? So there need to be a little maintenance, sometimes a little bit clean behind the parts and all these things. But 60%, this is what we work on, and this is our theory behind how we produce. Of course, not only the theory, but we of course follow regulations, and we follow the European regulations for security and water treatment. And on top of that, we are following the German norms from the German Swimming Pool Association. And here I'm going right away into our products. We start with the filtration. And my colleague, he has made a super nice video where he explained into detail the complex work of making a filter.
Hello guys, hello everyone. My name is Christian Ebert and I'm responsible for the production sites of the BEHNCKE company. Today I have the honor of being your guide. In a few moments I will show you an insight into the production of the BEHNCKE company. In the course of our tour you will see and perhaps also understand what a great effort it takes to produce a pressure vessel of our high quality. But you know, it's enough of me. Come on, let's start. Now we're in the mold making area. The life cycle of every pressure vessel begins in this small area. Up to 4 employees are responsible for the maintenance of the molds, but they are also responsible for building new models with improved properties to adjust models according to customer requirements. The individual filter components are manufactured using various methods, such as fiberglass spraying. However, wrapping or hand lamination is also used, depending on the container type and requirements. Fiber spraying, as shown here, is carried out exclusively by trained employees with many years of experience. Here we see the filters that are made for use in public pools or process water treatment. These exceptional filters are manufactured up to 3 meters in diameter, 4 meters in height, and 10 bar pressure resistance. Many extensions are integrated on customers' request. A split delivery and assembly is also possible and realized by our own employees. Now we are at the start of the manufacturing process of the private filters. First, the color gel coat is sprayed into the molds according to the customer's requirements. Then they come to tempering in a drying room. After drying, they have to be trimmed and pushed to the next process step, the fiber spraying. With the help of modern production methods, there is a possibility to manufacture 100 parts per day. Even in private pools, more and more emphasis is being placed on performance. So some filters are equipped with a third component, we called it the jacket. This significantly improves the filter bed and soothes the filtration. Unfortunately, producing the cylinders is also the most difficult of all manual activities. In order to achieve our high quality goals, additional reinforcements are modeled at the critical points. This is one of the reasons for the longevity of our filters. In order to manufacture as efficiently as possible, the already prefabricated raw parts are taken from the assembly warehouse and pushed to the next step. Now, the individual components are connected to each other with a strong laminate. That's what we called the wedding. Here, in just a few steps, a single component becomes a container. After the laminate has been vented, a protective layer is applied, which represents an additional barrier against chemicals or aggressive substances. Next step, the assembly department. Now, container became filters. Depending on the type of filter, filter fingers or filter nozzles, connections inside glasses are fitted. The rest of the pipeline is also installed here. Once the filter has been assembled, a valve and a pump are assembled into a filter system, depending on the customer's order. Before the filters are dispatched, around 20 to 30% of all filters are checked with a pressure test, as you can see here. As soon as the filter or the filter system is fully assembled and packed by our guys, the shipping department sends it to almost every country in the world. Before we end, there's a little look at the site here. A production site which in its long history has increasingly developed into the market leader for quality products. A company that values health, sustainability and effectiveness. An organization for which a common familiar and mutually respectful togetherness is important. We are all that, and we are all BEHNCKE. High quality products made in Germany. So dear all, here I am again. You know, everything has an end, including our guided tour. I hope you had fun during this video and the coffee tasted really good. You know a little bit more about us and maybe also a little bit more about our team spirit. In the end, guys, there's only one thing left to say at this point. Greetings and goodbye. Yours, Christian.
Yeah, thank you so much for it. To have that great inside view. I just want to say, if you have any questions or any comments, you can, please write them later or at the end. We're very willing to answer. So yeah, don't hesitate. Whatever it is, please let us know. This was the filtration. I will talk about it a little bit more. I will show you a little bit more into detail how we do it. Nevertheless, to a good filter, you need the right filtration pump. And for us, it is very important to have a speed regulated pump. I will show you why. Because we do have different flows, and that's why we want to have different kind of speed. And at the end, it saves also money. That's very important for the end customer. But nevertheless, this pump has to be chemical resistant, it needs to be hygienic, it has to work in a continuous process. And nowadays, it should be not very loud, it should be very quiet. Who wants a loud pump? So all these things are very important. And of course, you can have if you have a pump, you can put it external if you have speed control, or it is already integrated into that pump. And here I just want to, you can see on the chart again, you have a better filtration result because you can go slower for filtration or much faster for the backwash, and you save money and it's just ecological. And if you have such a speed regulated pump and you already have such a good system, you also want to have to control it. And therefore you want to have a process control. You know, the other day I was in Portugal and I had no control, and it's not good if you don't have no control. I was in the car and I rented a small Fiat 500 without GPS, and there was a cyber attack on Vodafone that day. And I didn't even have internet. So you're lost in Lisboa and you know the name of the customer, that's it. So this is what you have when you have no control. And it's kind of the same in the pool when you don't know what is the flow. And actually there's every time when I run out of the camera, I'm getting something. There is something what is inexpensive and it shows you exactly, it's super accurate. What is your flow? And the good thing about this one, I'm not saying, you know, it's a flow meter. You can take any version, whatever you have, but this is a very good one because you can install it wherever. You don't need a long stretch pipe before. You can place it before, after, I've seen there are many videos on YouTube how you can see how they install it even later. So this is very practical. It is inexpensive and you have a process control. It is existing in different sizes. You have even a non-return valve with the first two ones, which you can see. And there's also a digital version. Yeah, all this together have a speed regulated pump, a flow meter. You have the possibilities to really regulate and control what is going on in your pool. You can do slower speed at night, faster daytime, and you really want a good backwash. Yeah, this is the first part done. Now I'm coming to our filters, actually. There are many different filters material. And let's say the cartridge filter. Let's start with this one. So yeah, cartridge filter. The other day, somebody asked Marcus, so explain to me, he was also a big boss of the company, and say, why don't you think that your filters are better than a cartridge filter? Cartridge is not, it is very good. There's a very good fine filtration. But I can tell you from my experience, I have a very tiny jacuzzi on my terrace. And every time I have to clean that cartridge thing, every layer, and you spray, and at the end you think, it's not clean. It's still not clean. So it is difficult to clean, and backwash is mostly not possible. The same with membrane is very good, is a very good fine filtration, but it's also not easy to clean. Bead filters are more like for fish breeding. You create a biofilm, which we don't want in this case. We used to produce them here with BEHNCKE as well, but it's not what we do at the moment. We are producing AFM filters or media filters, because you can put different medias in this filter, but we are working with activated glass material because we have that very long history, as you have seen, more than 50 years. And this is the one where we are most happy with, simply saying. But nevertheless, there are different filter materials as sand, lignite, pumice, and also for public, you can see anthracite or activated carbon shells from coconut shells. So there are many possibilities which you can actually fill in your filter. And of course, what we prefer, AFM. Yeah, now we are coming to our filters really into detail. I even have a little surprise for you at the end for that. What is important with the filter is, of course, that you have a good flocculation, that you have that good backwash. I want to stretch it out all the time because it is important, and not to forget that you have the right grain size in your filter, and of course that you do have a solid silver filter, and that you rather have a higher filter than a ball, let's say. Because of the ball, when you have a small filter fingers only, you are wasting that part. You'd create dead zones in this zone, in the ball, in this part. Why did you pay for it? And here we are just copying what nature does, you know, basically. You go slowly, what I said, we want a high bed, slowly the water rinsing through different layers, and you get a very good result. It's already a very big part of cleaning your pool. And if you have the right flow, slowly for filtering, much more faster for backwash, and the right height, you have some of the 60% already done. For all of our products, generally speaking, not only for the filters, we have always drawings you can get from us, also 3D drawings. Here I only want to stretch out. Of course, you can see, you can connect a manual valve or automatic valve, both is possible. And here is a very good drawing. You can see the filter fingers are crossing all over the bottom, because it's so important that they are not too short. Because as I said, otherwise you create dead zones, not only in the pool, but also in your filter. And yeah, ideally is a nozzle bottom, but also in this part, it is important that it covers all the floor. So not here and just a nozzle, it needs to be covering all the floor. And I have customers, they ask me, how many do you have on the bottom actually? Yeah, this is what our filters are like. This is what they look like. We have different dimensions of course, different heights, as I explained, you saw in the video as well. We have a very big opening. You have an acrylic lid, which is transparent, so you can actually see what's going on. We have a side glass, because if you have a flow meter, you have a nice pump, but you still can see on top, you can see in the filter and you see what's going on actually in there. Is it really cleaning or is it doing whatever it's doing there? Some customers even want a light because they want to see it more in detail. We have no plastic feet and we have an inside layer also against chemicals. So this is a BEHNCKE filter. The other day I had a customer and he was asking, he had a filter from 1989 and I thought, okay, I can sell a new filter, and he only wanted the spare part. So I'm not talking about quality anymore. This is a chart Marcus loves because it shows that you can get for a little money so much more and so much better filtering results. If you can see here, if you have a D500 or a D600, it makes a difference, I calculated, of 83 euros. But look at the speed you can go. You can go so much lower in the filtration, 33 meters per hour in the filtration. You can go so much slower with a little bigger filter for 83 euros more. And of course, man talk, they would say, it's not even what you get your gas now for your car. You know, you pay more nowadays than 83 euros to get a tank full than to spend on a filter. You maybe have, I don't know how many years. So rather take a little bit higher, bigger filter to have a bit better filter result, combined with the speed regulated pump and the flow of this. And here I want to say something about the filter material, what we definitely prefer, because we do have such a good results with it. You get 95% of smaller than 1 micron, 95% of those little tiny pieces filtered out with AFN-NG. Compared to sand, where you have 20 microns, or other glass material of 25 microns with a speed rate of 20 meters per hour. And here you see a video where we explain how it works.
Have you ever wondered how bacteria survive in a swimming pool, and why the sand you're using in your sand filter needs to be replaced every 3 to 5 years? The main problem with sand, crushed glass, and other filtration media is biofilm. A slimy, acidic substance formed by bacteria in your filter that protects them from oxidants, inside which bacteria can grow and multiply quickly. After only 6 to 12 months, biofilm starts forming clumps, leading to the formation of channels in the filter bed. With time, filtration performance becomes inconsistent and unreliable by allowing unfiltered water and bacteria to enter the pool while increasing operating costs and water turbidity. Unfortunately, biofilm also creates serious health hazards, as bacteria in the biofilm generate ammonia, which reacts with chlorine to form harmful disinfection byproducts. These byproducts are responsible for the unpleasant chlorine smell, causing eye, skin, and lung irritation. They are not good for you, and especially not for the children. But is it possible to get safer, clearer water and healthier air conditions with the same sand filter you've been using for years? It's more than possible with AFM activated filter media by Dryden Aqua. AFM is a self-sterilizing and fully bioresistant filter media made from recycled green and brown glass that replaces sand in any type of sand filter. AFM gets its self-sterilizing properties from free radicals formed on the surface of the grains when water flows through the filter. This renders the formation of biofilm impossible, making AFM the only 100% bioresistant filter media on the market. What's more, our patented activation process modifies the charge of the glass and strongly increases its surface area, to give AFM unique filtration properties. With a certified 4-micron filtration, AFM surpasses the performance of sand and other glass filter media to provide exceptional water clarity and lower chemical consumption. The activation of the glass also enables AFM to reduce the formation of harmful THMs by up to 50%, while providing substantial backwash water savings for a quick return on investment. Extensively tested and certified, AFM outlasts all other filter media and is the only glass filter media certified for pools and drinking water applications. Enjoy clean and healthy water for years to come with AFM activated filter media.
And believe me, I have been in this company. It is a very complex process how they produce AFM. Yeah, let's come also for a little bit of public filter material use. Here we have activated carbon. It has a huge surface, so you don't need so much from it for it. And yeah, but I have to say only put 10 centimeters on top of it, because if you put more, you do want to have a little chlorine going through to not create a biofilm, but 10 centimeters, it works perfectly. And it's, yeah, it's let's say it's an ideal media for public use on top, but you need to water before 24 hours. That's important as well. And what else is very good for pools is also Anthracite H. Here you need a little bit more of it. What could happen, because it contains a little iron, that you might have a greenish shimmer. So one of those is, either of those is fine also for public use. Here again, I come with my backwash because it is so important. Here I want to stretch out for public. We are saying twice a week, 4 to 6 minutes, and please have the right size of the pipes. And then we have for single layer, it should lift up the bed of 10%, or for multi-layer 20%. So this is also good. If you have a side glass, you can actually see something. And for private, we are saying weekly or twice a month, 2 to 5 minutes, it depends a bit. And also please look for your pipe dimensions. And I said something, I have something about the filters. I show you now a little video, and I have it here as well. It's something we did new. Yeah, so this is actually what it looks like. So you even have a peak, so you don't even need to open the back. It's thought of, and it covers the cone, so you don't have a problem that your filter media goes into the cone in your filter. And also it covers the bolts, so you don't have the problem that you need to clean them after some time, after you have done it a couple of times filling the filter material. You know that you always have that dirt. So all these things are thought of. It's a help of filling filter material, and you can get it here new at BEHNCKE, made of stainless steel, of course. So now I'm still here. I'm just bringing it away. So this is something new we have in the program to help to fill filter material. Yeah, what else do we need? Of course, for the filter, we also need a valve, what I have mentioned already a little bit at the beginning. We have a manual valve or automatic. We do prefer here in Germany automatic valve. And yeah, there we have a 5-way, or for a 3-way for rinsing, or 4-way, where you can also connect to solar systems. And it's a pretty simple system, generally speaking. This is for filtration or for backwash. Nothing too complicated, but you don't need to do this. No, I mean, it works as well. I'm not saying but let's say state of the art, probably nowadays automatic. And we have this valve as well if you have for public filters. So yeah, this is already one part of the 60% was the filtration and the filter, the right pump, flow meter. And now we come to our next thing. And I also wanted to mention, I forgot earlier that we actually produce about 6,000 filters a year. And this year we are able even to produce more. Yeah, this is one company. The filters is, as I said, in the middle of Germany. And here where I am at the moment, we have a production of stainless steel parts. Not only, we do also other things as well. I will show you later on, but this is a very big part. We do stainless steel components. And here I have a little movie. Yeah, here you had a little introduction. And first I would like to say, because some customers say, yeah, stainless steel, we're here in Spain. I know, but as we have people who have a lot of pools in Spain and also use stainless steel, it's not a problem. The problem is rather that you have to take care of your water quality. And there we have an index, a Langelier index. And if you follow this index, it costs nothing. The other day, somebody asked me, how much does it cost? No, you can go online. There's a link. We can also send later, but you can see here as well. And you just follow what it is there. And you have to be for a very good, let's say, quality, ideally is 0. If you have 0, oh my God. But if you go between minus 0.4 to plus 0.4, you are in a very good range and your water is very good. If you come out of those values, if you go much this way or this way, either your water gets corrosive or you have a problem of scaling. So you can try yourself and put pH and put the total dissolved solids where you have the chlorines in it. You will see if you rise that, it will not even change so much. So it's not because you're always saying, it's because of the chlorine. No, there are other values you really have to take care of. And if they are not in balance, you have a problem with water quality. And some people say, no, it's all okay. But if we go there and test, we have just done it and say, no, your water is not in this range. So yeah, have a look, see if your carbonate is okay, because this is a big influence. Water temperature is a big influence, but it is what it is, of course. But play around and you will see it's not everything about is total dissolved solids, where is the chlorine inside of it, let's say. So I want to say that beforehand. Stainless steel inbuilt parts, I have them actually with me. They really exist. We can match your skimmer to your garden furniture. Not everybody can do that, but yes, we can. So it is possible that you have a stainless steel skimmer plated with those kind of colors. And yeah, I just want to say, because we do have design parts. And mentioning here right now, BEHNCKE is a family-owned business in the third generation, as you know. We customize a lot. So we are flexible. We want to help you. If you have a customer or a certain number and he says, I need that or this, we make it for you. Of course, it's better if you have a certain number. But one time I asked my colleague, I need a jet for a jacuzzi. He made it for me. It's called Angie. So BEHNCKE it is possible to have customized parts. I just want to stretch it out here right away. You can have your logo. We make it as you want it. And that's why we also have such a wide range of products. Of course, we have standard. I don't want to go to saying we do customize. That's not true. Huh? We have our standards, but we do customize. Yeah. Coming to the parts, inbuilt parts, here you can see the inlet nozzles, also inlet nozzles. We have a lot of versions. You can turn them here, so you have a right angle. We have ones with 4 holes, 1 hole. You can have a flange sealing. We make it for stainless steel pool, for liner pool, mosaic pool, prefabricated pool. That's why we have so many versions, because sometimes customers look into the catalog and say, oh, why you have so many? Because we adapt to your pool. And we are saying, please put a nozzle every 8 to 12 square meters. Of course, you have to see that you don't create a dead zone. It depends on the shape of the pool. And the opening is smaller than 8 millimeters, because otherwise, you don't want to get trapped anything. Yeah, so these are very important things for the nozzles. Of course, we have ones for skimmer pools and also then for vertical flow if you have an overflow pool. And here I just put a drawing because I wanted to show you, as I said before, we have so many versions. This is like a wall transition because we adapt. Here you see this is for a liner pool or for mosaic pool. We adapt to your pool. Yeah, big part of us, of course, are skimmers. And our skimmers have a calming chamber. We have a skimmer wire. You can put a level sensor. And yeah, you have to know the wind direction, how you put the skimmer. Put it mostly if you have a cover over the cover because there's a lot of dirt. Yeah, so our skimmers are also calculated. There's not just a coincidence why the skimmer is like this. We calculate our skimmers, and this I wanted to mention already. Here we are saying we put every 30 square meter a skimmer, but at the end there's also a calculation and also about the calculation of the volume flow. It's not possible that the customer says, oh, the skimmer is not working. Maybe the calculation is not right. So nowadays I go into the assortment we have. We have very small ones because we are seeing that also here in Germany, some pools are getting smaller. So we adapt to that, or for jacuzzis, we have very small versions where you can also take the basket from front or, as you know, from the top. This is the slim skimmer model, very successful. Here you can see we put every time, we put how much it is, 7 to 15 cubic meter per hour. So every skimmer will have that. So you can always calculate which is the right skimmer for my pool. We have the B600, and now we have a little surprise because we have a new model, the B400, again for a little slim skimmer, but for a little bit smaller pool. Here you can see also for inside pools, again, you can pull it from the front or from top. And here is a model Ultimate, because a lot of customers want to have the water as high as possible, have that mirror feeling. So we have different models, also B500 and B600, to have the water level very high in your pool. Of course, we have a floor drain, and I have it here. It's super beautiful. When I was at the fair, everybody touched this one and was playing with it because it's so nice. And what is nice about it, as you can see, it's also flat, because sometimes you remember, you know, when you go into the pool and you walk and you're like, oh, what is there, right? So it will not happen with this because it's flat on the floor. We even have like a sticker where it's very easy to install it. We have an opening here, but we can also make it here for you. It looks like this. You can have, of course, your logo if you like to have. Yeah, ideally for skimmer pool, put 2 floor drains. And positioning of your inbuilt parts. I don't know how you position your inbuilt parts, your nozzles in your pool, but we do really recommend to do it after the stake horn model. So you really have an even flow to all your nozzles, and not that the last one is not getting any water and you create again a dead zone in your pool. And I show you, you probably know what it looks like, but I have a photo where you can see what it actually looks like. So it's the same for the skimmers. You part them evenly, or if you have more skimmers, you part them evenly as well. So we follow this model and you see the piping. Yeah. And here you see if it's not done, or if you have no nozzle at all in this area, and this is what a dead zone looks like. And I show you what they do here with public pools to test if you actually have a very good hydraulic in your pool. It's called a color test, and you have 15 minutes time, and in 15 minutes the whole pool needs to be covered with this color. And here you can guess what kind of pool it is, because you will see in the next photo, let's say in this photo, 1 minute. And it's almost covered. So you can, what kind of pool is it? 2 minutes. And this is the result in 4 minutes. The whole pool was covered. So you see there is a very good hydraulics in the pool and everything, there's no dead zone. And this is a pool actually for children. And here I have a photo. It's a different color, but it doesn't matter. This is just, they took black color. Maybe you can see it's a black color feeling, shimmer. And you see in the front, there's no color. So there is like no hydraulics at all in this pool, in this zone. Coming already to a conclusion of the 60% of this pyramid. If you have a good filtration and you remember what you need for it, you know, if you have a good interplay of your inbuilt parts of your nozzles, if you have a good layout, if you have good backwash, fresh water adding, 60% are done of the pool. So this is my conclusion for that part. And now I'm going to a new subject. And I'm talking about light, because we offering also lights. The inside body, I will show you right away. We are working with EVA as a company from the Netherlands, but we do the outside parts and the niche and the cable box we do. Of course, we have the classical model. We adapt also our faceplate to the classical PAR 56. And this is the range we are offering from for the pool lighting. And here you can see a A12, which is very powerful. A6 has a little bit less light points. There we have a Q2. This is one for when you have stairs or a smaller area. Then we have RX. This is like where you have the lights all around. Or the R6 is like for a refit. I want to show you, I actually have here, I have a light. I hope you can see it and you see how it turns. And maybe you can see that it shimmers even the sea on a different color of the light. Yeah, and I want to show you also, we have a very good insulation. So this is also the cable inside has an extra insulation. So this is something where we're very happy with. We tried, believe me, we tried other lights before, but this is the one where we are, we're just very pleased with the result. We give 4 years of warranty. And with these light points, you can point to the front, but also in the width. So this is possible, and we can customize. If you have a customer who says, no, I only want to point to the front, we can do it with this one. And of course, we have mono, we have many colors. And and here you can see a result where we did a refit with those lights. And my colleague loves this photo because he always says, look at the street light. You have much more light in one photo than in the other. And then you see where it stands Eva. You see, even with less light from the camera, the pool is totally lighted. So this is the result. And these are the parts we are offering as well to it. As I said already, face cover, the inbuilt part, cable box. Please, for every light, use a cable box because you don't want to have a result later on, and a stud bolt. And to control, we are offering a manual control, wall control, or you can even with our BEHNCKE Connect, you can also control the light. And we have for everything a calculation, not only for the inbuilt part, we can make a calculation, but also for the light. You can send us your project and we calculate it for you. What is ideally for your pool, how many lights and so on. We can make it for you. Yeah, other water attractions. Here we go. I'm only stretching out one, what we have, and we are offering a contour current system, what we also built with the turbine of Eva. And we have 2 different models, but first I show you a video. Yeah, and here I can already say that I have a colleague from after sales. I will show you, not from after sales, but also, well, he does after sales as well. He is a marathon runner. He's super athletic. And he was in a pool, he tried it, and was too strong. When it was on the strongest part, he could not bear it. So it's super strong. Of course, you can adjust to your training or how you feel good with it. We have two versions. We have the rectangular and the square version. And here you can also see this, what it looks inside. Of course, we put a nozzle inside to avoid dead zones. And here you have the parameter for the pool. The pool should be not smaller than 3 by 6. You can see the flow rate of the turbine. You can have 2 as well. We give 2 years of warranty. So it's a very strong turbine, a very strong counter-current system, and it's an add-on to your pool. You can operate the counter-current system from the faceplate, from the panel, as you can see, or from a normal device, or in the pool. You can adjust from 3 points, and it's lighted, so you can see, okay, I'm getting stronger or less strong. And also from the BEHNCKE Connect, of course. Yeah, what else are we doing? We are producing historically a very long time already heat exchangers. But nevertheless, as I said, Aquavision, we offer the whole system. You can also, we have sun plates, we have heat pumps, where we are very happy with as well, and electric heat exchangers. For the heat exchangers, of course, it is important. What is the income temperature? So we have different models for it. And my colleagues, actually, you don't see him, but he's sitting here, and he calculates, of course, everything. And here I show you one as well. But he would ask me, he would always say, Angela, we have a form where you have to fill in all the parameters. For example, is your pool freestanding? Does it has a cover? Is it inside? What is the incoming temperature? And so on. We have a form, you can fill in all these parameters, and he will calculate the perfect model for your pool. Here you see it again, it's the same what we said, what I already said in the form. And we are also offering heat pumps. We have diverse models according to your pool. You want an inverter, no inverter. We reconstruct here in BEHNCKE. We have, people here from the company, they have this heat pump, and they're very happy. So it works very fine as well. What else? We here also produce here swimming pool controls. Historically, very long history, as you can see from the basic control. It looks like a vintage model, but this vintage model works very well. And there are people who like just using the switch. And even I had a customer, a very young customer, and he says, no, I have young customers as well. They like using a switch. And even some want to have a combination. So it is possible. So the basic model, on, off, very easy. There's nothing big behind it, but it works very well. And people have it also for many, many years. Nowadays, of course, we are a little bit advanced, control 1.3. We have one also for overflow tank, and of course, BEHNCKE Connect, what is the state of the art. Control 1.3, you can control solar heating, you have a color display, of course, you have a backwash again, and all other possibilities. We have it in more languages. So this is something what a lot of people use nowadays. This is what I mentioned already for the balance tank, when you have an overflow pool, and BEHNCKE Connect. BEHNCKE Connect is just, you can connect your attractions. You can also connect the counter-current system, diverse counter-current systems. Sometimes we can connect even other systems. If you give me the information, what you are using, I talk to our technician, he says, yes, we can do or we cannot do. BEHNCKE Connect is like the smart home version, up-to-date version of a swimming pool control. And it even speaks.
Alexa, starte Poolboy.
Willkommen bei Poolboy. Womit kann ich dir helfen?
Wie warm ist das Wasser?
Die Temperatur ist 25 Grad Celsius.
Ich möchte schwimmen gehen.
Gerne. Ich bereite alles für dich vor. Viel Spaß beim Schwimmen.
So yeah, this lady was talking in German and she said like, yeah, Alexa, open the cover. I want to go swimming. So you can, if you can speak German, I'm sure many of you can. It is also possible, and maybe in the future, you never know, we can advance and you can talk to your swimming pool control. Nevertheless, coming soon, we have an update. So we're always on the top of the things. There's an update coming for our BEHNCKE Connect version as well. And this is something, you know, just an idea of how a room maybe also should look like with the BEHNCKE Connect in the future. What we also offering are packages. Sometimes customers ask, is it possible to have filter, valve and filter material? Can you prepare it or the pump always in the same way? And we always want to take it like this. Of course it is. So if you want to have packages, just let us know. We will prepare for you an offer, and we can always do it like this. You can pick it up or we send it. Everything is possible. And here we are now ready, and you have maybe received already this week the digital catalog. And yeah, I want to show you the new version of our catalog. It's super interactive. Even there you have some videos. You can, basically it's like a toy for adults, but you can also buy something, of course. And yeah, you can, you have, as I said, an introduction. You can go on the article number and you can go into the shop. But in the shop also, we're thinking we are having it in other languages in the future as well. So yeah, maybe we can show something. You can show how it works. Or we leave it to a surprise. Here we go. So you can click through the pages, as you probably have already because you got it this week. And we have an introduction video as well, so you can find on the first or second page. So here we go. You have explanations. Yeah, here you can go on the article number. You can see a photo, a bigger photo. So here you have already photos because some people are always asking, oh, you have a photo. Here you can also download it. So it's a really interactive catalog, of course, where we also easily change something, but for big changes, of course, we will always inform you in advance. And yeah, so this is the 2022 version. Now we do everything again. No, I'm joking. So yeah, but I know what you want, what I want to say. And the next thing is, yeah, we have an export team. It's not only me, maybe you know me because I travel around, but of course, we have people who help a lot here in the office, and this is Ekaterina and Nicolas, and all these people, we make the export team. And not only the export team, but as I already said, we have a technical team. Martin, he was a sportsman actually, where I described that he's such a good swimmer as well, and he had difficulties. Philip, the technical manager, and we have two people who are actually traveling around, and they are also, well, not going too far, but they also travel. They can help you with questions. And I really want to say, as I said in the beginning, we're not only selling the product, we also want to help you. If you have a project, if you have questions, please ask us. I can, or you talk directly to our technical team, and we help you with the right parts you need for your pool. And as I said, mostly there's a calculation behind it. And yes, why BEHNCKE? This is also something many people ask me, of course, when I travel around and go to the customers. And here I have, and he didn't get any money for it. It's really true. He sent us this video this morning, and to say why BEHNCKE.
Hi everybody, my name is Korcan Kurtoğlu. I'm the co-owner and the CEO of the company Sankurt. We recorded this video to introduce our company and our long-lasting relationship with BEHNCKE. Sankurt is one of the oldest and biggest swimming pool and spa contractors in Turkey. We have more than 100 employees in 3 locations altogether. Our headquarters are in Istanbul, and we have a subsidiary in Bodrum, the very famous coast town of Turkey. Almost a year ago, we also started our first international subsidiary in Dortmund, Germany, and so entered the European market. Sankurt is specialized in building tiled concrete pools. Most of them have an infinity overflow or a standard overflow system. Besides high-quality private pools, we also do hotel pools and spas. Our references include premium hotel chains like Peninsula, Ritz-Carlton, Shangri-La, Raffles, and of course, various brands of Marriott and Hilton groups. We work together with BEHNCKE since many years. We started importing BEHNCKE products for own projects, and the business developed further with the exclusive distributorship of BEHNCKE filters and stainless steel built-in parts, which also brought us to the point to be a wholesaler of the German pool products in Turkey. I see BEHNCKE as the perfect combination of high German quality and the Mediterranean service philosophy. If we consider the diversity of their production range and the size of the company, the service they are giving can be classified as extraordinary. The sales team and the technical support are always there when you need them. I must compliment on their effort in research and development. While new products are introduced every new year, the support of the older products remain as they were. Even during the last 2 years of COVID, as you all know, when the demand got incredibly high, they kept their status. All these properties make them a unique manufacturer and a wholesaler in Europe. We are very pleased with our cooperation and hope to maintain it and develop it further to achieve our goals for the future. Thank you for listening and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you. And I just want to add, I cannot make it better, as he said already. What does we stand for? Because some customers also say, I need arguments. Angela, say arguments, right? And here are some of those. Yeah, as you know, we are a company with a very long history, so we really know what we do. We are innovative. We always try to have new products. We have excellent service. He also said it just now. We try to speak your language. We have people who have languages, so we really try to meet your language. We think of solutions. So if you have a problem, we try to really find a solution for very complicated matters sometimes. We have short transportation ways. We are here in Europe, and I want to stretch it out. I haven't even done it so much. We produce everything here in Germany. It's not that we get some parts from a long way. We produce here. We have 2 factories here in Germany, and we produce here. We try to be very uncomplicated in our handling and try to be as fast as possible. We have a wide range of products, as you have seen already, as you see in the catalog. Yeah, and this makes us what we are. And yeah, I hope I could introduce this a little bit for you, what we are, what BEHNCKE is. For the support, I already said we have 2 persons, technical person who can support you as well. If you do have a question you cannot solve, we have a shop. And again, I would like to invite you to come here to have also trainings. And because if you had a training, of course, you have a totally different feeling with the product, and you can also present it much better to your customer. And yeah, it's possible to have a certificate as well. And as I said at the beginning, we have a little something for you today. I give you 2% until the end of the month for all the orders which are coming in now from today on. So yeah, don't miss that opportunity. And yeah, I already basically come to the end. I would like to thank you for your attention. I'm very happy that you stayed with me from all the many parts of the world here, or mostly of Europe, that's true. Yeah, you can always contact me and us and BEHNCKE and our team. And as I say in one video, I'm always there to help you. Thank you, Angela.